Jesus Christ taught us that we can never be free as long as a few wicked, filthy rich rulers of the world control the earth, the land, and natural resources. He taught us that we must rise up and take back what God has given us. The earth is our mother. We are connected to her just as a young child is connected to its mother with the umbilical cord. All of the food we eat, everything we drink, the clothes we wear, the materials for our homes, everything we use in our lives comes from the earth. We cannot live without the earth, our mother. The wicked, lazy, filthy rich rulers know this and have always made it their goal to claim ownership of the land and natural resources through their ungodly laws. They rent the land to honest, productive, hard-working people, such as farmers, and then keep all of the money for themselves. This is stealing from us and is against the will of God. The farmer must then charge more money for his crops to pay the greedy landlord who never works. All people who buy the food the farmer produces, therefore also pay the landlord. We pay the thief, the landlord, for everything we need, which comes from the earth. This includes natural resources, all oil, coal, gas, etc., which the landlord did not create. He claims as his property and demands that we pay him for it. God has given these riches of nature to all of us, but God's laws are ignored. We are forced to obey the laws of Satan. So we must continue to suffer and be oppressed in the kingdom of Satan. But when we obey the laws of God, we will live in prosperity and happiness and freedom in the great kingdom of God on earth. The Holy Bible prophesies that we, God's righteous people, will someday take back possession of the earth. In order to create the kingdom of God on earth, we must obey the laws of God, which tell us how to manage the land and natural resources. The money from the earth must no longer go to the wicked. It must be given to those who need and deserve the money, to mothers to help raise their children. This is the will of God, to give the money to the needy, not to the filthy rich landlords. It will also be given to the elderly and the handicapped, more of God's needy people who need and deserve some help. This is all foretold in the Bible many times. The needy will not be forgotten. God will not forsake the poor forever. Blessed are you poor, for the kingdom of God is yours. Blessed are you who have hungered, for you shall be filled. Blessed are you who have cried, for you shall laugh. But woe to you who are rich, because you have received your consolation. Woe to you who are full, for you shall hunger. Woe to you who have laughed, for you shall cry. It is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter the kingdom of God. When Jesus Christ returned and lived upon the earth the second time, like a thief in the night, with his new name of Silvio Gazelle, he issued the second wedding feast invitation. It was the second invitation to the kingdom of God on earth. He was rejected and killed the first time he was here. The second time, from 1862 to 1930. He was rejected again, and so was his offer. He offered the rich an offer they did not deserve, and still they refused it and killed all of the new disciples they could find, and have suppressed the new teachings of Jesus Christ. They fear him, and they fear us, and they fear the truth that will make us free. Jesus Christ offered to pay the landlords for the land, but they refused it. Instead, they financed Hitler and created World War II and the concentration camps to destroy the great worldwide free land and free money movement. Jesus Christ also offered to let them trade all of their unrighteous, hoardable money for the new free money, the righteous and unhoardable money of God, free from the sin of usury. The wicked, filthy rich rulers who create and control the money of the world refused this offer too. They want to continue to oppress all of the good, honest, working people of the world. So, what do these wicked oppressors deserve today? No more generous offers. Everyone will receive what they deserve. The landlords will not be paid for the land and natural resources they've stolen, and the money will not be able to be exchanged. They will not be able to exchange any of their unrighteous money for God's righteous money. It will be impossible for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of God. These wicked will receive nothing but the punishment they deserve, just as foretold in the Bible many times. So, the free land and free money reforms of Jesus Christ have changed from the time of the second invitation until now, the third invitation. All of this is foretold in the parable of the wedding feast in Matthew chapter 22, verses 1 to 14. The wicked will be cut off and will be no more. Only those who have worked for the kingdom of God on earth will live in it. Those evil sons of Satan who are against God and God's kingdom will be cast out, just as foretold in the Bible many times. When we have created the kingdom of God on earth with the foundations of free land and free money, we will have great prosperity, freedom, and justice forever. All the money from the land and natural resources will be given to God's people, not to the filthy rich billionaires and rulers of the earth, the sons of Satan. All of this money will be given to mothers, the elderly, and the handicapped, just as God has willed. In this way, finally, we, God's people, will inherit the earth forever and live in prosperity forever. Farmers and others will rent the land, and that money will be given to God's people, so the land is truly free. Just as it is written in Leviticus chapter 25, verse 23, the land is God's and shall never be sold. Jesus Christ taught that the land will be taken away from the wicked and rented to others who will do God's will. It will now be fulfilled on this, the third day. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven, with the two great laws of God, free land and free money. Seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and you will have everything you need. The kingdom of God does not come by looking for it. The kingdom of God is within us. We must make it happen.